known for their prolific acting.
It's a reimagination of the title to mean those dark eyes. So what it really symbolizes from Vikrant's point of view is the dark power structure that's constantly watching over him.
The star in the new series Ye Kali Kali Aankhein on Netflix.
Keeping my fingers crossed for that as well, for the world to be a more hygienic and safer place so that we can experience and live more.
They talk about their work, experience and more.
Work on things that I really desire to work on.
Okay.
Everybody has dreams.
NewsX India A-list proudly recognizes Tahir Raj Bhasin, Shweta Tripathi Sharma and Anchal Singh for excellence in acting and entertainment.
Hello and welcome. I'm Pratap Singh. You're joining us on this special interview as part of our NewsX A-list series. We're in conversation today with the lead stars of the new Netflix series Ye Kali Kali Aankhein. Welcome all of you, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thanks for that.
Thanks for having us.
Let me begin with you first, Shweta. Firstly, that's your title has a very musical ring to it. Ye Kali Kali Aankhein, because we've of course all heard it in the song. Do you believe it's an apt title? It encapsulates what your series' underlying layers are.
So earlier I was not fully convinced about it. And we tried to talk Siddhartha out of this and choosing something else. But I'm so glad that we did not change it, because I think it's perfect. It's everything that आपको ये काली काली आंखें सुन के जो दिमाग में आता है, जो याद आता है, जो recall उसकी value है. Our show is everything that and more, because it's potent. It's how love should be. It has all elements. It has it's a roller coaster ride that the audience is going to have, and they will be doing throughout.
Yeah, while watching, no doubt. Tahir, you played, of course, dark characters before, but at least from the trailer that all our viewers have seen, it seems that Anchal and her family in the series are actually the ones with those dark shades. But what was it, that attracted you to the project? What was it about your role or about the entire series that convinced you?
Sure. Vikrant, the character I play, I would actually say is one of the softest parts I've done in terms of being a romantic at heart. This is just an ordinary man in extraordinary circumstances. He has simple dreams of living in a small town with the love of his life, played by Shweta Tripathi. And he wants just to have the perfect life in a small town with the girl of his dreams in a perfect job. And all of this is put into a whirlwind when this girl from a powerful political family is passionately, obsessively in love with him. And it was the idea of romance as a genre, first of all, which is something I've never done. And the fact that you're going to be having that dynamic with not one, but two beautiful and talented actresses. And it's the conflict. It's like, like the director, Siddhartha Sen Gupta explained to me, he said, we've often seen portrayals of what do you do when a power structure is against you, but what do you do when it's obsessively in love with you? And so that is really, and just to circle back to your original question of Ye Kali Kali Aankhein, for me it really works because it's a reimagination of the title to mean those dark eyes. Yeah. So what it really symbolizes from Vikrant's point of view is the dark power structure that's constantly watching over him.
True. Anchal, what convinced you? And as Tahir said, it's quite interesting because normally you have the system after you. Here the system is in love with you, but you're still running away,
That's up to the character of Vikrant. How does he want to take it? But talking as Purva right now, I have sincerely been in love with the guy, and all I want to do is be with him and give him a beautiful life. So it's just up to him how he takes it.
What's wrong with that exactly? What's wrong with that?
I mean, obviously, if you are not going to accept it, then I'm going to find other ways to, make you part of my life. But the first way is always a nice way, and the second way is something
subtle thread there.
And you just said, while talking to Tahir, that you see Purva playing a dark shade, like me playing a dark shade.
Yes.
What's really beautiful about this character is that apart from playing a dark shade, I think it has so many other shades to this character that I played, and dark is one of them. But by the end of the series, I want people to feel that what like such deep love for Vikrant that compelled her to do certain things, or twist events around his life or her life. So that's how I see it, and this is how I want people to see it. And the experience has been honestly so amazing working with Tahir and working with Shweta. We had a really great time, and though we were shooting in very difficult times, and we were managing during the pandemic, but I'm glad that it's seeing the light today, and very soon we'll be in front of you all on photo.
No doubt, yes. But we have to thank you, for entertaining us in our lockdowns and in our situations like this, because I think you through OTT platforms have really provided a lot of sanity to people and entertainment to people. And in OTT series, you can really flesh out your characters. You're saying there's so many layers, and it all does come out. And you've tasted success, Shweta, on OTT before, of course. And in Mirzapur also there was a lot of violence in terms of action, and here too there's a lot of action, obviously. And that was also set in a small town. So those are two similarities. But what is different in the character that you play here and in the character that you played there, Shweta?
There is so much love. There is, in Shikha's life is full of love. Before, obviously, there was a storm that we all faced. But that was the driving force. In Mirzapur, or in fact, I've played a lot of characters which are from Banaras. मतलब चाहे वो मसान हो, चाहे वो मिर्जापुर हो, and in fact these other shows that also I'm doing, and that is what the fun part is, because if your character, one is from Bombay, one is from Delhi, one is from Coorg, तो आप उतना research करके, but यहाँ तो आपका backdrop, मतलब the city is the same, so then it becomes even more fun, because the job is tougher, because I don't want the characters to have any other similarity except for the fact that I am the one who is playing them. So what I love about Shikha the most is that she's strong in a very different way. I haven't explored any of my characters like this. And love is the driving force, and love is just beautiful. And I really like the fact that एक मरने के लिए तैयार है और एक मारने के लिए तैयार है.
Yeah.
And that is the power of love, which I don't think we understand. As human beings, what it can do, or how it can just ruin somebody's life.
True. In fact, you spoke about Masan. I was recently in Varanasi. I was telling them I was at this Kashi Film Festival, and there was very prominently displayed over there all the posters of the films which have been based in Varanasi. So Masan, of course, was very prominently displayed there as well. But just a couple of questions before we sign off now. We are, of course, in a new year, but I have to, in fact, quickly before we get to 2022 questions, Tahir, congratulate you on 83's success. I think it's just crossed the 100 crore mark domestically as well. So congrats on that.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So what is your first reaction? How is the love been, and was it worthwhile? Because it was quite a wait to get the film out for the public.
Absolutely, 110%, because it is a film that was made for the big screen to be enjoyed in that fashion. And when I was at the premiere of that film, I had the immense privilege of watching it with the original 83 players. And just that moment of, I've been working for a few years now. I've never been to a premiere of a film where the entire industry comes together to back it. And when I say industry, I mean the South, the industry from the South, the industry from Punjab and from Bombay and Bengal come together. And we had massive celebrities from all of them. And I think that had to do not only with the fact that this was the one big film that was bringing the audience back to the theater, but also for what an iconic moment in our history the film is.
True. Anchal, we're in a new year. Did you make a New Year resolution at the start of the year? Are you sticking to it, or are you not someone who makes New Year resolutions?
I honestly don't believe in New Year resolutions. The reason being that I think a good start can happen anytime. And so, I try to have a good start. In fact, every day I wake up in the morning and I say, thank you, God, for everything. But these are the things, and please, look at my list. So obviously, in this year, I'm so not used to even saying it. It's 2022, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yes, last I checked.
I'm somehow still stuck to 2020 for some reason, never say 2021 also properly, but yeah, 2022 I'll remember.
Yeah.
So in this year, first, obviously, I want that, we should have a mega great success for Ye Kali Kali Aankhein.
Yeah.
And from thereafter, I should be able to, work on things that I really desire to work on.
Okay.
Everybody has dreams, so
okay.
I
hope those dreams come true in 2022. Same question, Shweta. Anticipations for 2022. How's the year looking like for you?
Looks great. I just want to be healthier, wealthier, and wiser. And by wealthier, not just, of course, in terms of money, but not just in terms of money, more so in terms of experience. Being on set is something I've really missed. Traveling is something I've really missed. I'm sure all of us have. So keeping my fingers crossed for that as well, for the world to be a more hygienic and safer place so that we can experience and live more.
Tahir, last word to you. Your thoughts on 2022? As I said, you started it with a bang. You've got Ye Kali Kali Aankhein. All of you have got Ye Kali Kali Aankhein now. But for the rest of the year?
Just to get more incredible parts and stories to tell. And if there's one thing the past 2 years have taught us, it's the importance of the valuable things in life, the things that we often overlook. Close family, close friends, travel, good food, meeting in an environment like that, to have more opportunities to cherish things like that.
Great. Well, wishing you all a great 2022. And firstly, wishing you all the best for Ye Kali Kali Aankhein. Let's hope it's a success on Netflix once it's up. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.